Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk all about what is going to be on my April TBR. I have my cute little piece of paper over here, my little clip art. And this month, 3, 6, 9 books I am trying to strive for. But disclaimer, I have become a mood reader, so we shall see if I read any of these this month, but I'm pretty sure all of the books on here I'm gonna just devour. So sit back, relax, and let's see what's gonna be on my April TBR. So the first book that I want to read has to do with, of course, I know you see my shirt, a highly anticipated read for April for me, and especially for a Court of Pages book club. We are reading book 3 of the Powerless series by Lauren Roberts, which is Fearless. I am so going to read this book. And fun fact, this series was the first book and series of my whole entire book club that we started with last year. And in honor of it, I am going to be doing an in-person event. So if you live in New Jersey, let me know. The event will be May 4th in a cute little bookstore. We're going to chat, we're going to talk, we're going to shop, we're going to do some crafts. It's going to be a good old time. So DM me, let me know, and I'll give you all of the information. So we are so excited for it. The next book that I want to read, but spoiler, when I am filming this, we're a couple days already into April, and I had on my piece of paper Beautiful Exile, and I finished it. This was the first book that I actually read in April. This is book 4 of the Sparrow Falls series. I love this world. In my book club, we have the Sisterhood of the Traveling Book, where I usually try to pick standalones, and you can sign up. You don't have to join if you don't want to, and the book travels to each person who is on the list, and by the time it comes back, everybody's book reviews are in here, tabbed up and everything. So book 1 is actually traveling right now. And I loved book 1, which was Fragile Sanctuary, so much. I continued the whole entire series and pre-ordered this. This came out last month, but I didn't have enough time to read it. So this month I was like, we're starting off with you with the pretty sprayed edges and everything. It's soft touch. It has that foil edge, and the story itself was phenomenal. I loved this book. This was Link's story. I'm so excited for the next one, which is going to be Trace's story. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you my rating because you have to wait until the end of the month for my rating, but I loved it. This book that I'm going to be reading is Say You'll Remember. This book released this month, and it is a book club pick. I'm in 2 book clubs, and this is one of the books that we're going to be reading. I have Abby Jimenez book, Yours Truly, but I haven't read it yet. So I haven't read any of her books yet. So I'm excited to dive into this. I'm probably going to be doing the audio version of this book. So I'm excited to see what is the hype about Abby Jimenez. Everybody that I know loves her. So I'm excited to dive into that. And then the other book club that I'm in, we are going to be reading Springtide. I don't know too much about this book. I think they're in college. I could be wrong, but going into it blind, I already have it saved on my Kindle because it's on KU, so you know it's free. But yeah, so can't wait to dive into that. The next book that I'm excited to read is Deep End. I actually got this from one of my book besties, Nikki. She gave it to me because I won her giveaway. She reached 1,000 followers on her Instagram, and I won, and I'm so excited to dive into this. I mean, can we look at the sprayed edges and the cover? Now, the only Allie Hazelwood book that I read was like during December. She did that I think it was like a 4-book series with different authors, and it was like Christmas vibes, and it was cute, little spin-off for each one. I know I'm explaining that horribly, but that was the first time that I read her book. It was like, 100 pages if that. So this is gonna be like actually a full book of hers that I'm going to read, and there is so many mixed reviews on this book, and that's why I want to read it even more. I want to see, do I like it or do I think it was just okay? We shall see, but I'm excited to read this. I read a couple of months ago Truly Madly Deeply, and this is book 2 called Wild Dreams. I am so excited for I think it's called the Forbidden Love series. It was great. I listened to the first book in audio. I even got the trophy book with the sprayed edges. And then this time around, I was like, I'm going to get the Barnes & Noble's special edition version because it looks stunning. So can't wait for that. That releases this week. So that's how come I don't physically have it right now. But I'm going to devour that all up. And then if you saw in my March reading wrap up, I loved the King series. It consumed me last month. So this month, I want to dive into the Sullivan series. One Look. I want to dive into that whole entire world. But before I even dive into the Sullivan world, because I'm kind of going ahead of myself, I definitely want to dive into Just Say Yes, which is the next book of the King series. So I'm going to read Just Say Yes first, because it's, I forgot who it's about, because all the books are all going like this. But I can't wait to read this book, and then I'm going to go into the Sullivan whole world. It's a multiverse. My whole book club is consumed by the series. Thank you, Serena, to showing all of us, because we can't get enough. And the last book that's on my little TBR clip art is Unf Yourself. Last month, I was really on a self-help journey, and I kind of want to continue that into April. So I saw this on Hoopla, and I was like, let me do the audio version of that. So I will be reading that as well. Now again, I am a mood reader, so hopefully I read all these books. I'm pretty sure this month I was like really intentional with the books that I really want to read. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to read all of these, but I wonder how many books I'm actually going to read this month, because last month it was 17 books that I read. That was the most books that I've read in a very long time. So I'm curious to see how many I'm going to read this book. Personally, I'm not like, oh, I read 17 last month, now I got to read 20. No, that's not me. If I read 4 books this month, that's fine by me. I personally don't really watch TV anymore, so books is like my TV shows, if that makes sense. But currently right now, which is not, I tell you I'm a mood reader, currently right now, which is not on my TBR, I'm reading, I'm actually listening to the audio of Triple Duty Bodyguards, I believe it is. It's pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm liking all of the point of views. Also got that on Hoopla. I love Hoopla. If you don't have Hoopla, it's you use your library card and you can borrow a whole bunch of different books faster than Libby. Libby, you kind of have to have a wait list. Hoopla, it's if they have it, you automatically can borrow it. So I've been loving that. So that's a book that's not even on my TBR that I'm already reading. So curious to see how many books I'm actually going to get to this month. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, are any of these books on your TBR? What book should I add to my TBR? Are we reading some of the same books that maybe we can buddy read together? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.